This video wasn't planned. I was just about to start editing my reaction to the OnePlus event, and I kind of pulled the trigger, and let me just show you this real quick. I bought a OnePlus 5. And you may ask, has he gone insane? If you watched my Help Me Decide video. And the answer is no. I am very much convinced that this was the right upgrade path to take. So let's get into this. So yeah, if you watched my Help Me Decide video and you saw the options that I gave you, I said I want to either upgrade to a 7 Plus, to a S8 Plus or S8, or just wait for the iPhone 8, or wait for the OnePlus 5. And I'm like, well, you know, the OnePlus 5, this option is my least favorite. You know, I'm not really convinced. I'm pretty skeptical. My fourth option, which is the one that I'm most skeptical about, is to just wait for the OnePlus 5, which is about to come out. It's so ironic how after waiting for the OnePlus event, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't gonna have any, you know, regrets once I saw the event. I wanted to wait and see what OnePlus put on the table. I was really wrong. I jumped to the conclusion that I wasn't going to be interested, and boy was I wrong. Boy was I wrong, and I'll tell you why. Why I decided to pull the trigger and buy the OnePlus 5. The first reason is you can always return a phone. You know, it's not a permanent solution. If I really hated the device, I could always return it within like 15 days. So that's comforting, right? Second reason, I don't like TouchWiz. Samsung has done a great job with the S8, except for TouchWiz. I have never really liked TouchWiz. I love the Samsung Galaxy S8. If I had more money, I would buy it in a heartbeat and probably use it often. But I'm in the position, like I said, where I had to choose one flagship device for the time being. And you have to make a wise decision when you only have, you know, one option or one phone that you can buy, right? So I wanted to wait and make the best decision possible. I didn't want to wait for the iPhone 8. I was just like, no, like I don't have time. I want a new phone. I'm really getting done with, where is it? I'm really getting done with my 5S, because my 5S is starting to show age. It's starting to show that it is no longer capable of keeping up with my demands. And I mean, it's been a great phone. I think it's going to still be a great phone for people who are on a budget and who want an iPhone, whatever. But for me personally, I'm starting to get a little sick of it. What's funny is my dad upgraded to a 7 Plus, so he gave me his iPhone 6. But what's sad is that this is having cellular issues, so I can't connect to my AT&T service no matter what I do. It worked for a day and then it died. So that's disappointing, so I can't switch back to this. But anyway, speaking of iPhone, speaking of using iPhone, I've been using iOS on a handheld device since 2010 when I first got the iPod Touch 4th generation. I'm just focusing this again. And I'm just looking at TouchWiz and I'm like, how can I acclimate to this? How can I get used to this? And like I said, if I had money, I'd buy it, but what if I want, you know, to go with the safe route? And I feel like the OnePlus 5 is that safe option, that fail-safe option, because if you look at the UI, it's just really simple and stock. And you know, I always admired Google's stock Android phones, the Nexus, the Pixel phones. So I think that that was the right decision by me to do that. And I think it's the perfect phone for an Apple, a longtime iPhone user, if they want to kind of merge to the Android lane, you know, more smoothly, right? Another reason is I really love OnePlus. I watched the event and just everybody there, they just seem so real and decent. And that's not like the reason why I'm buying the phone. What I'm saying is that when people are like that, it shows in their work. You know, if you care about your work, if you love your customers, if you want to make the best product possible for your customers, that shows in the phone. Obviously, I mean, if a company puts their utmost care and consideration to their product, it's going to turn out as best as it can be. And that is the OnePlus 5. That's what it appears to be. I was watching the event. They really put a lot of effort into the camera, into software optimization. They were talking about input lag on the display, design. Just I was blown away with how much care and how much work they put into this flagship device. And that is also another thing that just kind of, you know, allowed the OnePlus 5 to kind of steal my heart, and that's what made me buy it. Speaking about the camera looks really promising. It's a dual camera system. It seems like they learned a lot from the iPhone 7. They're including that kind of like portrait effect that you can get. You know, you can get bokeh. No, it's not bokeh, it's bokeh. So you can get a bokeh effect. That's what they called it, bokeh. Maybe it is, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, the camera looks really promising. They went to the degree, they were so concerned about camera quality that they ended up partnering up with Sony, and they made their own custom sensor for the device. So that's really cool. You also got a 16 megapixel front-facing shooter, which is really nice. They also included a True Tone Light display, and I say True Tone Light because it provides the same function as the iPad Pro, which kind of gauges the color temperature in the room that you're in and acclimates the screen accordingly. What else? You get a really kick-ass list of specs for the price. I mean, 128 gigs of storage, 8 gigabytes of LPDDR4 RAM, like 8 gigs, like what? I thought 4 gigs was a lot. I'm using a phone with 1 gig of RAM, guys, really. You get a kick-ass set of specs for the price for $539. The baseline will get you 64 gigs of storage and 6 gigabytes of RAM, which is already insane. For $479, I went with the end-all be-all option, which was the Midnight Black 128 gig option, just because I just wanted to go that far. And I had enough money to, you know, buy this. Obviously, I was thinking about buying the Samsung Galaxy S8 or the iPhone 7. This left me a lot of room to buy accessories. I'm going to buy a case for it. I'm probably going to buy a skin for it. And it also allowed me to buy the included protection plan, which offers 24 months of accidental protection, which is awesome. So maybe I can just put a skin on my phone. I don't have to buy a case because I'm covered. And I don't usually drop my phone a lot, so hey, that's also great. I also bought the Dash Charger bundle, and it was all less. It cost less than an iPhone 7, which comes with 128 gigs of storage, so that's awesome. So, is there anything else that I have to say about this product? The price is great, the software experience seems to be great. Oh, I didn't mention this, Dash charging. Oh my god. If you look on the website, over 25 minutes, about 25 minutes, you can get almost to 50% charge. So they said half a day's power in half an hour. That's completely true. Even more so, because you can get 50% charge in less than 30 minutes with their Dash charging technology. And they compared that to what you can charge, or the charging capabilities of the S8 and the Pixel XL, two phones that I was considering upgrading to, and it just destroys it, honestly, and that's really, really impressive. And you know, in the presentation, Carl Pei or whoever was talking about it, the Dash charging, he's like, people were telling us that they don't have to charge their phone at night anymore. So God forbid I forget to charge my phone on like a school night or an important day where I need a phone. I won't have to worry, it'll charge really quickly. And it comes with a 3,300 milliamp hour battery, a 1080p display, which is a great display, by the way. I talked about the kind of like True Tone, which is Apple's phrase for it, capabilities. It has very power efficient components. The RAM is low power DDR4. They got the Snapdragon 835. They claim that the OnePlus 5 is 25% more power efficient than the OnePlus 3T, which is a great phone. And yeah, just all of these specs, all of these features just crammed into this very well-priced, well-marketed, well-designed, well-made device. It just really made me want to buy it, and it made me buy it. It stole my heart from me, and I ended up buying it. And like I said, I can always return the phone if I hate it. I doubt I will. I'm very excited to receive it this Friday, and yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. So yeah, it's really funny how the choice that I was the least convinced about ended up being the one that I chose. So, you know, you never know with life. I'm glad I waited for the OnePlus event. I'm glad that I know what it's about, and I'm really, like I said, excited to unbox this product and share my experiences with you guys. So stay tuned for that. And other than that, I hope that this is focused, and I will catch you all in the next one.